Hi there, everybody, and Merry Christmas. It's that time of the year. Now, that time of the year can mean an awful lot to a lot of people. Just so you know, I'm wishing everyone a very happy holidays with their family. Uh, this time of year means Merry Christmas to me, so that's what I'll be saying. But I certainly wish you of all faiths and walks of life a wonderful time with your family. So I want to get right to it so that we have time to talk about this. But Christmas um, and the holidays might not be as wonderful to some people as it is to us, or what you might think of when you watch the movies. You watch those movies, and they always have a happy ending, and everybody's so enthralled with being together and so forth. But let me tell you, from my own personal life, I'll start with I've lost quite a few people. So Christmas has some mixed memories and mixed thoughts for me. I have lost a darling little brother that I never got to meet. He died in 1954, only living a day. I've lost my dear dad in 2010, and I miss him so, so much. He embraced and embodied Christmas so, so much. I lost my sister. She loved the little things in life, and she loved celebrating Christmas like pretty much no one else I've ever seen. So I do miss her at this time of year, especially. And recently, I lost my dear mom. And in the latter portion of her years, without my dad or my sister around, it was the two of us and usually Anna along, and we had the greatest time celebrating Christmas, reading the Christmas story, um, exchanging gifts that were so meaningful and sweet and precious. And I miss her this time of the year. So when people say to me, um, they might think, "Hey, you're such a happy person that everything's great with you," and I like to portray that. But I also want you to know that I've had some deep sorrow and deep pain, and I experience it acutely at Christmas time. My best friend has two parents that are still living, but they both have Alzheimer's, dementia. They don't know who she is when she goes to visit, and that is gut wrenching. People might flippantly say, well, at least you have them alive. But think about it. Think if your parents didn't know who you were. You come into a room and they just stare blankly. Probably not even at you, but just stare blankly. And the other parent, her mom, will just talk in circles in gibberish, and nobody can understand her. That's hard. So if you just say, well, at least they're alive, that just diminishes and dismisses her pain, what she's going through. And you need to be, I think, acutely aware of people in a different type of way this time of year. I think that people are probably masking a lot of their pain. The flippant responses do not help. I had a person that I worked with, and she would say, "Oh, it just takes 2 seconds. It's no big deal. Oh, it's no hardship at all. You can do it real fast." And that diminishes the fact that it might be difficult for me. It might be harder. Nothing takes 2 minutes. Maybe a sneeze, but certainly not something that you're trying to tackle maybe for the first time, or something you just can't grasp. So, what we say to people is so important. This time of year, especially, you want to make sure that you reach out with love, reach out with kindness. When you're talking to people, you see them in the store, complete strangers, or people in your family, people that you're friends with or work with. Take a moment and realize that they might not just be having a wonderful time. It might not be that Christmas for them is the most wonderful time of the year. No, it might not be. It might be very, very painful. So if we can do that, I think that we will enrich the lives of people around us, and in turn it'll help us. When you're filled with compassion, the way that Christ is every single day, he came on this earth so that we could have life and life abundantly, and he came as a baby. So think of that. He grew up feeling our emotions, being so in touch with mankind. So that's the time to reach out to those around us and be sweet, be precious. And, when you're missing those that you love, hopefully somebody will come along and give you a hug and say, "You're important to me, Esther." And I just want you to know that at Christmas time and always. So God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope that you really experience life like you haven't before. It's been a really rough go, for the last 3 years, and this is the time to celebrate, however you celebrate. So, Merry Christmas, ho, 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 and have yourself a good time. Take care. Bye bye.